No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed. And that...
There he goes! This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air. It's late. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What what a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick completion on the out route. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's high. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. This offense starting to impose its dominance. 13th play of the drive coming. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Barrels ahead. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably... Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Slay. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the gun, the running back has it. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Got a man. It's Cook. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. They built the mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
To the air, it's Lay. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, he comes up with a huge 1st down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's late. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway and now they're in business.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They'll try the run. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Tosses it incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Rushes on him.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the air, it's Lay. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
He's got him. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive. 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Under fire. Makes the grab on the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Catch in the middle. It's Cook. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Lost to throw again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. And as he throws, he can't make the connection on the soft toss.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
What a terrible, terrible shame. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's caught. It's Cook. On the move at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time, he's got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to throw, it's Lay. Working that left side now. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal.
Oh, it's a fake. Headed for the end zone. And it's not going to work. They tried to trick him out of 2 points, and they'll get nothing in like it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Makes the grab. It's Hobbs. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Lets it fly. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man. It's Hobbs. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field.
Four base bait.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They want that clock to run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll leave it with him. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Lay. The sure hands, it's Kane. There he goes! And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he's got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
On the direct snap, it's Denmark. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lay. Got his man quickly. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Now this team has consecutive